Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Laura, and today I'm pre-recording Top 5 Wednesday. And the topic this week is 5 books that you recommend to read by your fire. It could be holiday or winter reads. So I'm going to use my trusty journals. So I have my 2014 journal, my 2015 journal, and my 2014 journal also has 2013 in it. So that's when I started my journals. And I'm going to go through my books because I can't remember. I read so many books. I can't remember. So I'm going to use this. So I'm going to count down. I'm going to go back all the way to 2013. And there is one book in 2013 that I read that I highly recommend you read. And it is called One Breath Away. The picture in my book is really, really tiny because I don't think I was able to print in 2013. So the font of the book is really, really tiny. I will show you. But this is what the book looks like, this one here. It is by Heather Gunninkoff. It's right there. I gave it 5 stars. It's a book that takes place during the winter time. It is a school shooting. I really, really like that book, and I work in a school, so it was really good, and I couldn't put it down. So, and I had questions after I read that book. I asked the principal some questions after that. So, yeah, I highly recommend that book. It takes place during the winter time. I'm pretty sure that I think that it's snowing outside when it happens, and yeah, you can see that the woman on the front of the coat has a coat on. So, yeah, so that's it's a good read. I read it pretty quickly, too. I don't know if my notes says it. August 3rd to August 11th. So I read it pretty quickly, and, yeah, it was pretty good. So, anyway, so that's number 5. Coming in at number 4 is a book that I read in 2014. It is called Sleep No More by April Lynn Pike. And even the cover has like the snowy feel to it. It looks like this. I gave this one 4 stars. This one, as my notes, I'm going to read my notes because I can't remember. She could see the future. She sees serial killings. Forget the past. Change the present. Fight the future. Never surrender, never give up, don't close your eyes, creepy and brutal at times. So that's what I wrote in my journal. So I really enjoyed that book. It's by April Lynn Pike, and I definitely want to read more of her writing. Her writing style is really good. I read this from May 18th to May 21st, so I read it pretty quickly. So, yeah, and I gave it 4 stars. Coming in at number 3 is a book that I gave 3 stars to. It was an okay read. I probably struggled through it a little. It did take me longer to read. It is called Landline by Rainbow Rowell. And it looks like this. And that's the first cover, and I gave it 3 stars. I read this from July 13th to August 7th in 2014. It was a little slow. I thought I had higher hopes for it. It's about a woman who chooses to go to work during the holidays, and it's during Christmas time. So, yeah, and then she uses a phone, a landline phone, and she calls herself in the past, and she speaks to, I think she speaks to, not herself, I think she speaks to her husband. I don't remember, but all I know is that it wasn't what I expected, and I think that's why I dropped it down another star. So, yeah, so we'll see. Coming in at number 2 is a book explosion book of the month that I read back in, it doesn't even say here, October of 2014. It is Black Ice by Becca Fitzpatrick, and it looks like this. Sorry for the lighting. I gave it 4 stars. This one was a page turner. I didn't write down how long it took me to read the book, but it was a page turner for me. It does have flaws, so that's why I dropped it a star. But it kept me interested in reading. This was about a camping trip, and they're going on a camping trip, and they wind up in the snowstorm, and they become hostages in the book. So, yeah, it's pretty interesting. It kept me reading, and yeah, I enjoyed it. I gave it 4 stars. Coming in at number 1 is something I read in December of 2014. I didn't even look at my other book. Anyway, the book that I gave 5 stars to is The Skipping Christmas by John Grisham. And it looks like this one. I gave it 5 stars. This is actually a movie. Everything goes wrong during the holidays. And I'm trying to read my notes here. The movie is called Christmas with the Cranks, and I actually liked the movie more than the book. It was kind of funny. They added more stuff to the movie. So, but the book I gave 5 stars to. So, yeah, it was a good, both movie and book was really good. So, okay, here's some bonuses for you since I'm going to look at my 2015 book. I found a book that I gave 4 stars to. I read it from January 11th to January 13th. It's called Creed, and the author's name is Trisha Leva and Lindsay Curry. It looks like this. Sorry for the lighting. I gave it 4 stars. This one is about, it's only 200 pages long, which was really good. And it's a horror book. It's about 3 teens that get stranded on a snowy day, and they are led into a creepy town, and the town, it's creepy, and the book is gross. So, yeah, I liked it and enjoyed it. Again, I only read it in 2 days, which is really fast for me, and I gave it 4 stars. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Bye!